On the coldest night of the year, in the darkest corner of London, a miser sat alone, counting his gold while the world celebrated Christmas. But before dawn, everything would change. Christmas Eve in Victorian London. Gas lamps glowed warmly along snowy streets. Families rushed home through the falling snow, their hearts full of holiday cheer. But in this city of joy and celebration, there lived a man who despised it all. His name was Ebenezer Scrooge. To Scrooge, Christmas was a waste of time, kindness was foolishness, and generosity was a weakness. While others laughed and shared warm meals, Scrooge counted his coins and locked his heart just as tightly as his office door. But that Christmas Eve, everything changed. As a church bell struck, Scrooge woke up to hear a sound unlike any other. A heavy rattle of chains. Before him appeared the ghost of his former business partner, Jacob Marley, floating above the floor, wrapped in heavy chains, his face twisted in eternal torment. Marley's spirit was bound in chains, forged from greed and selfishness, each link a symbol of the life he had wasted. The ghost's hollow eyes fixed on Scrooge. "You wear an invisible chain yourself," Marley warned, "and it grows heavier with each passing day." "I'm here to warn you," Marley said gravely. "You will be haunted by three spirits. Without their visits, you cannot hope to escape my fate." The ghost raised his chains high, the metal rattling like thunder. "Listen to them," he cried, "or share my endless torment." Then, just as suddenly as he appeared, Marley's form began to fade, dissolving into mist and shadows. Scrooge tried to laugh it off as a dream, but fear had already taken root in his heart. The first spirit arrived softly, like a fading memory. It showed Scrooge scenes from his childhood, a lonely boy left behind school during holidays, and later a young man filled with hope and love. Scrooge watched as he lost everything that once made him happy, not to fate, but to his own hunger for wealth. For the first time in many years, Scrooge was filled with remorse for the life he had chosen. Next came the spirit of Christmas, present, joyful, and charm. It showed families across the city celebrating with little, yet thankful for much. Among them was Bob Cratchit, Scrooge's own clerk, his wife, and their children. They were poor, struggling on meager wages Scrooge paid, but they were rich in love. And there was Bob's youngest son, Tiny Tim, a small boy, crippled and sick, who walked with a crutch. Despite his suffering, the child's spirit shone bright. The spirit's voice grew serious. "If nothing changes," it warned, "this child will die before next Christmas." Scrooge's heart began to crack. The final spirit arrived in silence, a dark, hooded figure that pointed but never spoke, showing only shadows of what was yet to come. It showed him a haunting vision, his relatives ransacking his home, grabbing coins and valuables, celebrating his wealth while showing no sorrow for his passing. Then Scrooge saw a small grave, and the name upon it was Tiny Tim. Terrified, Scrooge fell to his knees. "Please," he begged, "tell me I can change." And then he awoke. It was Christmas morning. Laughing through tears, Scrooge opened his window and let the joy flood in. He bought gifts, fed the hungry, and became the second father to Tiny Tim. From that day forward, Scrooge kept the spirit of Christmas alive. Through the spring blossoms, summer sunshine, autumn leaves, and winter snow every single day. And it was said that no one knew how to celebrate Christmas better than he did.